Heaven's Angel. This movie is on Sandra Okunzuwa TV, and this movie, it features the likes of Sandra Okunzuwa herself in there. We also have Frederick, Leonard, and of course, other characters as well are in this movie. Now, this movie, it is about a man who got deceived by his ex-wife, pinning another man's child on him, and because of that experience, he hates women. He hates the idea of love. He hates the idea of marriage. Like he doesn't want to have anything to do with woman, love, marriage, nothing, relationship, and with this, the father had to come in to save him because the trauma was leading him to depression and making him a terrible, mean man. Then came this young, witty, friendly, lovely, bubbly personality who came to the office, and that was how he got irritated by her presence, only to finally fall in love with her. So that's what Heaven's Angels talk about. Now let's start with the character of Frederick Leonard. This guy, this man, he's so good. The way he acts, he doesn't even stress. He doesn't even, do too much, but does a lot. I don't know how to describe that character. There's this authority that he has when he's acting, especially when he's acting a character that is mean and very very condescending character. You will love him and still hate the character that he's acting. I don't know how he behaves in real life, but like that is how he is. Frederick is good, yeah, so his character in this movie, he was mean before becoming a sweet, loving man, and that he nails it. Like I said earlier, his main character is always on point. Scenes where he was just terribly, very mean to, Sandra's character, making her to stay in the office for 24 hours, giving her assignment that prevented her to go home. That was so mean. And Sandra was always putting on a smiling, witty face. And that was irritating. Where you get irritated by somebody's presence and the person doesn't care, doesn't give a F about what you do. And it's always smiling, even when they know that you are being rude, condescending, mean to them, don't like them. They are always putting on it. You know how irritating that is? Exactly. That was how Sandra's character was towards Frederick. So he just couldn't stand her presence, and he did everything in his power to make sure that she leaves the company or leaves the office. But nope, she was persistent to be in his presence. So his character was really interesting. His conversation he was having with his father and his best friend, those were nice conversations. You could just feel as if he knows them in real life, or like they are friends or family members actually. The conversation was just free. It wasn't forced. Just like I said, he acted in a way that is not forced. He's free. So I like reading or acting his script comes with ease with him, and I think I like that with Frederick Luna's character. Then let's talk about Sandra Okunzuwa. I mean, this is her project. This is her movie. She's one of the main characters in this movie. So obviously, we are going to see her in almost all the scenes. The character is, the movie is surrounded by her. Heaven's Angel. I think the title is even about her, or I think about Frederick. With her character, she was poor. She was even sick at a point, or she had a chronic disease which she didn't have money. But you couldn't see that she was dying or she was about to die. She was living through it. She was just living and enjoying her life when she knows that, well, I don't have the money to take care of myself, go to hospital, but I will be happy regardless. And I think if you watch the movie, that's one thing you should learn. No matter what you're going through, as far as you're alive, at the moment, you should enjoy life in the present, basically. And I think that's one thing you have to take away from in this movie. Sandra did justice to that. Her witty character, chit chatting, very happy. That was nice. And the point where she, her chronic disease was taking away her life. That was very accomplished. When she fell in love, the scene that was so romantic was their first kiss. That was so nice. Sandra Okunzuwa is very small in stature, and Leonard is very tall and very huge. So that was the chemistry in that scene was so good. You guys have to watch it so that you know what I'm talking about. That was so good. So with Sandra, she did an amazing thing. Her costume in this movie to show that she was poor, or she was, not financially okay, or buyer, not financially buoyant. That was really nice. I mean, again, this is her project, so she will do her possible best to do, to give us something good. Then the other characters, that is Leonard's father. This man, yeah, he does. He is also another man. I mean, he's a legend. He doesn't also have to struggle too much to give us a very good character. He did well. I love his costume. His costume was something that I like about him in this movie. And he was actually the one that contacted Sandra to come and act, not really act, actually come to the office and make sure that, she makes Leonard to fall in love with her. And she did exactly that, not knowing she was also falling in love. So that was really good. The man did very well. And then his best friend, that's Leonard's best friend. That man was also a very natural actor. That was really good. The downside for me in this movie is that it's super long. We knew how or where this movie was going. It's super long, 2 hours plus. So if you're someone who doesn't like YouTube long movies, you will not like this one. Then finally, also the cinematography was not something that I like. Maybe you might like it. That was not something that I like. But notwithstanding, another character that I think was fun, that was good, was the baby mama, or should I say the ex-wife. Anytime she needs money, she comes and say, "Oh, my daughter want to miss you. My daughter is this. My daughter is that." I think her character was also interesting. Just before I end this video, another thing that was another downside was the baby, or the child. The child didn't say a word in this movie. We actually saw her once. Yeah, I think when they finally reconcile and he has to forgive the ex-wife of deceiving him. Sometimes you have to forgive. Forgiving is not for the person you're forgiving; it's for yourself. So I think that was another thing you have to take away from in this movie. In all, it's a good movie. You will definitely enjoy it. YouTube standard for sure. And yeah, if you haven't seen it, you should see it. Heaven's Angel, showing on Sandra Okunzuwa TV. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Tell me if you like these reviews on this channel. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'll make a post and a question poll to ask what you guys think about the reviews on the channel. If you like it, I'll be consistent more with them. And thank you guys so much. Rating it, I'll definitely rate it 5/10, and I'll see you all in the next video.